Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is ManiiMoCurls, and here you'll be following my curl journey with the twist being whatever I want to post. Today we'll be doing a braid out, as you can see here. If you want to see more, stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Alright y'all, so for my braid out, I'm going to be using the Nourish and Strengthen Leave-In Conditioner from Suave. I have freshly washed hair, kind of let it do its own thing today. Oof. So I start off by like sectioning it into two. I love middle parts, as y'all can see. Go ahead, take the clip it here. I also use Flexirods. These are like destroyed, but I just use them for my ends. And I'll be doing 4 braids in each section. And I just do these braid outs to last me through work so I don't have to manipulate my hair too much. Using another clip. Ooh. Then I'm gonna go ahead and split this up. I think need another clip, but we just gonna have to tuck this up here. My hair is kind of dry. That's why I use the leave-in conditioner. Put some on my hand. And then I kind of just comb through. Using my fingers. Y'all know by now I don't really use a comb in my hair at all. It's definitely a bit softer. And then I just braid. You want to try and get them like even as possible. I tend to have a hard time doing that. I'm gonna like braid to the root as much as you can. The back is not so important because it's like you're under, so nobody really sees that. But you just go through, make sure that you braid all the way to the end. I'm gonna make sure that you have no real tangles. A lot of people prefer to use like a heavy product or like a mousse, a sealant. I've experimented with this before and it actually came out really well. I'm hoping that it comes out again. When I get to the end, I add just a little bit more. I typically put it right here, and then I just kind of go through until I get all the way to the bottom. And then I just keep going. And once I get to like the end, I then put them into 2 and I'll twist them out. And I just go ahead and do this all the way to the end and then twist them. They will start to unravel as you begin to do the rest of your hair, and then you can just go back in. This is just so my ends aren't so raggedy. Let me not say raggedy, but so they're not just straight. That happens a lot with braid outs and I don't like that. Go back in, grab that second piece of hair, see the difference in moisturizing, go back. You want to make sure that you have like a decent amount of product. Honestly, you could probably use any product that you feel comfortable with. I just use this because it worked for me. It's not that much of a strong hold. It's a leave-in conditioner, so it helps with detangling when I'm running my fingers through it. If I feel like it's still not doing its job, I go back in. I add a little more. It's not too heavy. It's not me like, you know, saturating my entire head again. Oof. Make sure that y'all are gentle with your hair. It may seem like I'm very rough with mine, but I also know my hair and what my hair's limits are. I have very strong hair. Very strong. It will withhold a lot more than the average person. So if you know that your hair breaks off easily, don't be as rough. Be gentle, you know, go through it slowly. Apply products as needed. Maybe you do need to saturate it again just to apply a lot of moisture. This is just what works for me. Oof. And I only do 8 braids in my entire head. And typically, you know, the first day the braid out will be like a little tight, and then each day it gets bigger. If you guys go on my Instagram at ManiiMoDollas, you'll see a reel that I did. In that video, that was a braid out. That was day 1. And if you follow me, I like to post on my story a lot, and you'll see like how my braids go through, or my braid out work throughout the week. I don't know why I can't talk today. It's hot out, y'all. I'm just gonna blame it on that. Get to the end, add a little bit more product. I'm gonna do the same thing throughout the entire head. This does not really take too long because I'm only doing a couple, so I'll probably fast forward through the rest of my head. But this is just so you can see how it works. Nothing crazy, not using too many products, and this product is really affordable. I actually got it in my curl box. And notice that I'm not really doing any straight parts except for my middle part, and that's just because I want to ensure that my middle part is intact. That's just my favorite part. For these, I like to go for the front. I like to split it up and down versus left and right, and that's just so I can get so that the curls can fall the same way. Now that I have one side done, I tend to go back. I'll do this. I take my little Flexirod. I wrap, and then I just go ahead and clasp. And it looks crazy. I don't know if I'm supposed to use my Flexirod like that, but this is just to ensure that my ends don't look dry. Not dry, but yeah, dry. Dry and straight. So this is the last braid. This one is a bit bigger than I wanted it to be, but I'm not going to go back and take anything out of any other hair or any other braids. Yeah, this was a bad braid, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some hair from the others and continue to braid down. So you just split that into 3. I don't like to, you know, twist too early, like just a 2-strand twist, because then what happens is you can visibly see the difference, and that's not cool. You guys can see I look like Felicia. I might insert a picture of her right here. Yeah, just take it, the same thing that I did with the other side, and do it this side. Oof. Flexirods are so annoying at times, honestly. Like if you don't have it down packed, it becomes annoying. I just want this feels like it's about to come out. Oh, it's not though, it's just a bit loose. All right, so this is what I do. I'll be back. I do use a little bit of olive oil mousse wrap set on the top of my head, just because you can see like it looks a bit dry. Not dry, but it's not giving. So I just put some on the top so that tomorrow when I take it out, it doesn't look too crazy. And then I take a hair scarf. I got this hair scarf from my curl box a couple months ago, or a couple years ago, honestly, I don't even remember anymore. And I just put it at the top. Go ahead, make sure. I go under, because I don't like my ears to be touched. I wrap it. Protecting your hair is essential. It is very important. If you want to play with your edges, you could do that. I usually don't, because my hair tends to go into my face. So usually I do that. I let them sit in the back. Then I have a long bonnet. You could use a regular size bonnet. I just use a long bonnet because whenever I use the smaller ones, I'll tend to get the fold if I sleep on it. And that's that. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like when I get ready for work in the morning. All right, y'all, so it's the next morning. Now it's the takedown. Ooh. I'll be using this. You just want to put some on your hands so that you're not too, I don't even know what the word is, but putting some on my hands so that it's not gonna mess up the pattern of the curls. They are kind of feel a little wet, but we'll see. kind of like separate a little bit of the curls. Over time, they kind of separate naturally. Some of them in the bottom are still a bit wet, and it's been like 12 hours. So this may not last me a full week, but that's fine. There we go.